Welcome to BigONE Weekly News Update. I'm Mia. As October begins, Bitcoin has shattered its July all-time high, surging past $125,000 before settling around $123,500, marking a 10% weekly gain. Ethereum followed closely, closing near $4,510, up 9%, while BNB surged 17.5% to $1,167,000, surpassing Solana's market cap to hit its own record high. After a month of consolidation and pullbacks in September, the crypto market staged a powerful comeback. Total market capitalization climbed to $4.18 trillion, up 8% from last week. Average weekly trading volume rose slightly to $171 billion, while Bitcoin's trading volume jumped 21% above its average at $60 billion. Ethereum saw $38.7 billion in volume, 3% below its usual level. Among altcoins, Zcash, ZC, stole the spotlight with an explosive 200% rally, leading the privacy coin sector. Global markets rise despite U.S. shutdown. Even amid the ongoing U.S. government shutdown and missing non-farm payroll data, global risk assets advanced. S&P 500 rose 1.09%, Nasdaq gained 1.32%, Dow Jones added 1.10%, Europe's STOXX 600 jumped 2.87%, marking its strongest week in 5 months. Meanwhile, gold futures climbed 2.68% to close above $3,900, repeatedly setting new all-time highs. U.S. Treasury yields steepened slightly, with the 10-year yield up 3.65 basis points. Liquidity conditions remain supportive. By the end of September, the U.S. Treasury's general account, TGA, exceeded $800 billion, hitting its target level and providing room for future fiscal operations. Although the Federal Reserve continues quantitative tightening, financial system reserves remain plentiful, leading to easier quarter-end funding conditions. Bitcoin's new rally appears orderly and sustainable rather than speculative. ETF inflows hit record levels, and BlackRock's IBIT ETF, now the world's 5th largest by market cap, is nearing $100 billion in AUM. Despite the surge, volatility remains exceptionally low, with options traders positioning for potentially larger moves by year-end. Rate cuts in sight as gold and crypto shine. The government shutdown delayed key U.S. employment data, leaving markets to rely on private payroll reports. ADP data indicates near-zero job growth, fueling expectations for rate cuts. Futures markets now price in an 87% chance of 225 basis point cuts before year-end, with a 98% likelihood of a cut at the upcoming October FOMC meeting. As the U.S. dollar weakens and gold soars, real rate expectations are easing, a favorable setup for cryptocurrencies as investors seek strong store of value assets. In traditional finance, Swift announced a partnership with Consensys and Linea to integrate blockchain-based shared ledgers into its infrastructure, a major step toward institutional-grade settlement for stablecoins and tokenized funds. Meanwhile, Tether is reportedly seeking $15 to $20 billion in new funding in exchange for a 3% equity stake, valuing the company at up to $500 billion. USDT continues to dominate the stablecoin landscape with a 58% market share. Markets are watching closely to see if the U.S. government shutdown will be resolved. Historically, such shutdowns have limited long-term impact, as federal employees are later compensated for missed pay. The current impasse centers on healthcare subsidy disagreements between political parties. A resolution could lead to the rapid release of delayed economic data, potentially shaping short-term market direction. Join BigONE today and take advantage of the growing cryptocurrency market.